All right. So in respect to what Files the Bad Guy posted, a letter that says I should retract my statement and I should apologize for defaming him. First of all, before Files posted that, Sean Kuti called me and he said, "I'm very dark man. I just finished speaking with Files the Bad Guy. I want you to call him. I'll send you his number. I want you to call him so that you guys can talk." And I said, "Egbon, I don't want to talk to Files." Then he said, "No. You need to hear what he wants to say. And then I sent Files a message. We got on a call. And then when we got on a call, then he said he wasn't happy. Then I said, "How far?" Then he started talking. I said, he said he was started talking about defamation, that he wasn't happy. Then I said, "Files, I thought you're calling me to tell me your own side of the story so that I will know what's up. But I don't understand what's going on now." So at a point in the conversation, I felt like Files was recording me. And then I said, "Files, I feel like you're recording me. I feel like you're trying to get evidence from me or trying to make me say something so that you can hold me by my wrist. And then when I said it, he could not defend that. Then he went on saying things like, "Since you know me on social media or my family, have you ever heard anything negative about myself or my father?" I said, "I have never heard anything negative about your father, Femi Falana. However, you yourself have heard something negative about you." Then he said, "What have you heard about me?" Then I said, "My bro, it is for my own consumption and not for me to tell you. So it was almost as if he was trying to pick my brain to know what I know and the length of things that I know. Well, anyways, that's by the way. Then the whole conversation ended up with me telling Files that thank God you are a lawyer, so you will not need to pay a lawyer to stand for you in court. But as for me, I did not defame you, and I'm standing that I did not defame you. So I will see you in court." That's number one. Number two, I did not read what Files posted until later. And then when I read what Files posted, I said, wait a minute. Bobrisky is saying that the voice call was fake. And now Files is confirming that Bobrisky, they actually had a call. Do you understand? The only difference is that he's saying that Bobrisky was the one that called him. Why Bobrisky is saying that it's Files that called him. Files is saying Bobrisky has him for 3 million. Bobrisky is saying that Files said he should pay a lawyer with his father 10 million naira. Do you understand? Now, what I expect Files to do, instead of addressing that letter to me, I expected you to address that letter to Bobrisky, requesting that he should clear your name off that voice call, and he should clear Uncle Falana's name off that call, not you coming for me. Do you understand? I wasn't the one in the record. Do you understand? My reason for posting that is to expose corruption. The corruption that states that Bobrisky used his mouth to say that instead of taking him to prison, that they took him to a private lodge. That EFCC collected 15 million naira from him to drop an allegation and to drop a charges that said he laundered money. Do you understand? And inside all this thing is calling your name, and you are sending a letter to me. I would expect you to send that letter to Bobrisky. Do you understand? To be very honest, I did not defame Files and Uncle Femi Falana. Now that's on the side. Now, as it stands like this, I am standing my ground to say I still want to know what went down. Because going back to everything now, I saw there's a picture of Bobrisky online where he carried luggage. You dey go prison, you carry luggage. Secondly, who gave Bobrisky a phone to make call inside prison? Because they don't lock me up before. They remand me for Kuje prison now. I know, say if you want make call to your family, it go take you a process of telling one of the prison wardens to say you won't make call or bring you outside. They'll give you a phone. If you remember the number, fine and good. If you don't remember the number, turn you sabi. Then you can now call the person you want to call. So how did Bobrisky get a phone to call Files and he's requesting that Files will give him 3 million? Again, another question is this. Which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million for VIP cell? We need to know. Do you understand? We need to know which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million. Because when they get all these amounts for, say they'll collect 10 million, may they clear a name from the crime where he commits by a presidential pardon. You understand? So, my dear brother Files, I did not defame you. And I will expect you to channel this energy to Bobrisky that called your name in that recording. And as for Bobrisky, like I said, I will post another recording from a totally different person entirely. Mind you, the first video I posted, I did not even post it complete. There are other side of the video, but I will post another one again today. I will post another one again today. Yeah. I'll post another one again today, confirming that this guy, man, through no go prison. So is it that prison is for us where we don't get people? Is prison for us, the poor masses? Is prison for us, the people that don't have connection? Who is this Bobrisky's godfather that also influenced the clearing of his charges, his money laundering charges? So that is my question. Do you understand? It's pretty simple. I want to know what really happened, and I believe a lot of Nigerians want to know. That being said, some Nigerians, I see comments like, is Bobrisky the problem of the country? No, Bobrisky is not the problem of the country. However, the stories and the corruption surrounding Bobrisky is part of the problem of Nigeria. Do you understand? Now, just imagine if it was a whistleblower that said the thing about the money laundering. You understand? And tomorrow now you can't release the person, or you go put them for one lodge. That person where you put for lodge now can't orchestrate, can't plan the buying of the person where do whistleblowing. Do you understand? They cannot investigate the person that is inside prison again now. They go say, this one they prison. That means another person do them. They don't know say the person they outside. This thing is very deep, but y'all don't understand. It's not about Bobrisky, it's about the corruption. Tomorrow now you go carry Yahya Bello. Do you understand? So what if Yahya Bello pays and drop his charges and we think he's in prison? So how do you imprison politicians when they do wrong if the normal average people are paying to remove charges and are paying to stay in an apartment instead of a prison?
Hello, guys. Welcome to the show. I hope everyone is doing just fine. And as this whole saga between Bobrisky and VDM and Vice is ongoing, I thought I should also share my 2 cents on the issue. Like I said in a previous video, I believe that VDM is doing a great job, and it is something that most of us would not venture, because not every single one of us have the stamina or have the grounds to talk about issues like the kind of issues he is talking about. And for that, I really appreciate him. I think that he is a breath of fresh air in our society. And I wish and hope we have many more people like him. But then again, we all must remember one thing, right? Um, Whatever we are doing, we must pay attention, because sometimes we can be overwhelmed by our successes. We can be overwhelmed by our victory. And this might make us feel like we are invincible, or this might make us feel that we are the best, or we are better than every single person around us. Sometimes ego can come from a good place. Okay, VDM is doing great. VDM wants the country to move forward. VDM is fighting for the little guy. I have seen a lot of videos where he said something and then it came to pass, where he went after those who were trying to abuse or take advantage of a common person, and those individuals stopped doing what they were doing. I even saw the video when he went after Jeremiah Omoto and NAFTA, and Jeremiah now is licking his wounds. I have seen all that, and I celebrate him for all that. Okay, I want to make an example of someone like Robert Mugabe. He was a freedom fighter. He fought for the independence of Zimbabwe, and he was cherished by almost every single person in the country. But after he gained the independence, what happened? He overstayed in power. He became an authoritarian. He became a tyrant. And anyone who said anything against him was in serious trouble. The same thing that happened to Muammar Gaddafi. He fought for Libya. he developed Libya, but then he became a dictator and decided to persecute anyone he found a threat. That is how these things are. So we all have to be very careful. That is my main point. Success has a way of turning us into the same people we are fighting against. That's my whole take. So VDM is doing a lot these days. He is getting himself into a lot of issues, which are very important. I must emphasize, they are very important issues. But my point is, he should be careful. He should understand what his limit is. He must remember, I don't know anyway, out in the public, he is not part of any security agency. Maybe he might be a secret police or undercover security personnel. I don't know that. He has never said that. But as far as you and I know, he is not part of any security agency. He's not part of the court. He's not involved with investigations. So there are certain things he cannot do. The audio recording he posted last time, I said that I think, in my own opinion, it was wrong. And he shouldn't have done that. A guy came on the comment section of that video and said that I am part of the problem as to why our society, Nigeria, is not going ahead. That I was part of the problem. And he did not understand why I said that. I thought it wasn't a good idea for VDM to have posted that audio recording. Remember, when the police are carrying out an investigation, there are certain information that they might share with the public, and there are certain information that they keep privately. Even if your house is to be bugged, the judge or the court must sign off. Okay, the court must be aware. No police officer doing an investigation has the right to bug your equipment, to record you without the permission of the court, because we have rights to our privacy. You understand what I'm saying? I hope everyone understands what I'm saying. Even the police people who are doing an investigation, before they record you without your knowledge, before they bug your equipment, maybe your mobile phone, or they tap your lines, they need the judge to sign off. They need the court to sign off. Before they break into your house and search your house, they need a search warrant to do that. Before they arrest you, they need a warrant to do that. Everything needs to go according to the law. So if you record someone's private conversation, that is illegal. You cannot do that. And to make matters worse, if you share that information with a third person without the second person's knowledge, that is also illegal. You can be sued for that. That is my point I'm trying to make. Now, none of us know where VDM got the audio recording from. We don't know. But my point is, when the rubber hits the road, he might be forced to produce where he got that information from. He might be forced to produce who gave him the recording. Because that recording alleged a lot of corruption. So they might want to hear from the person who did the recording. Bobrisky might said he did not say what the recording was alleging. And in order to collaborate the story, the police or the investigating officers might want to hear from the person who did the recording, because they might want to know who Bobrisky was talking to or was talking with. So VDM, who shared this audio recording online, might be forced to produce who gave him the audio recording. I guess he has it. And I guess the person who gave him will be willing to come to the police and maybe testify. And all the allegations that are being mentioned in the audio recording will be investigated. That was my point. And even so, you must remember, criminals do have certain rights, okay? Even though they are criminals. Now, Bobrisky might be rearrested for alleging that he paid officers a certain amount of money to stay out of prison for them to give him a comfortable apartment to stay in. He might be rearrested for that, and the police might want to know who collected the money from him and who authorized the private accommodation for him. The police might want to know all this. And in the process, Bobrisky might go to prison for that. But remember, Bobrisky still has the right to privacy. He might want to sue for privacy violation. You guys must understand this thing. He might want to sue for privacy violation, okay? He might want to sue for endangerment of his own life. Because people might hate him for having special privileges. People might hate him for ratting out those he pays bribe to, allegedly. He might say that his life is in danger because he exposes the corruption in the prison system. And all this was brought about by the recording that VDM shared in public or shared with the public. This might not be a case now that the court might want to follow, might want to attend to. But when they are trying to drag VDM down, this might be one of the cases they bring to the limelight. I'm just saying all this so that you guys understand how the system can work sometimes. Now, VDM is all popular. Good. VDM is doing a fantastic job. Excellent. I love it. But he must be careful not to get himself into criminal activities in the process of exposing corrupted officials. You might hack into someone's phone to get personal information about them that incriminate them on corruption allegations, and the hacking process is against the law. You might break the law in the process of exposing someone's corrupted activities. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. I hope this makes some sense to you guys. Okay, you cannot just go out sharing people's personal information. You cannot do that. You cannot hack into people's phone and share their personal information and share their private information in public. You cannot have a friend whom you're talking with and then record the conversation you guys had in private and share it with a third person, all in the name of exposing them. And remember one thing, VDM shared this information, this recording, after he made a previous video complaining about Bobrisky not willing to pay a loan to someone that he borrowed. Bobrisky borrowed $4 million from somebody we do not know. And Bobrisky was not willing to pay back that money. And so the person contacted VDM to assist him get the money back. VDM made a video saying and provided proof that Bobrisky was owing that guy money. And VDM said that if Bobrisky did not pay the money back, he was going to publish more and more information about Bobrisky. And then this phone call recording came to light. So won't that be considered as blackmailing? Won't the court see that as you trying to blackmail a fellow citizen? Now, they might not say you are blackmailing somebody because everyone is in good terms with you, because the public love you. But a day might come when they are trying to take you down. They will bring this situation, they will bring this incident, and they will use it against you. There are always laws in the books that could be used against you. That's just what I'm trying to say. And I hope everyone understands my point. Let me end by saying, I really do not like it when people decided to blackmail each other. And the reason why I am not on the same line with VDM on this one is because I don't like it when someone is trying to get back to somebody they had been friends with and they decided to use personal information against them. I wouldn't like it or I wouldn't love it if a friend I had a personal entanglement with came out and decided to use that incident to blackmail me. I wouldn't like it. And I don't support people recording private conversation of other people and sharing it in public. If you thought that a criminal offense was committed, if you thought that that individual has committed one illegal activities or the other, hand the evidence to the police. Hand whatever you have to the police and let the police carry out their investigation. That is what you should do. You have no right as a private citizen to post other people's things without their knowledge. You have no right to do that, especially when those information were private. Now, if a video is on social media, it's in public, it's in the public domain, you can use it. But when you take someone's private information that is not public and post them publicly, I think it's wrong. And the worst of it all is when you recorded someone's private conversation and post it. I think that is wrong. And that is why I am so against what VDM did. I don't really care about the corruption allegation that is being mentioned in the video. I just think that people shouldn't be recording their private conversation they had with someone, and then when things sour, they then share it online. I don't think that's what we should be doing. I really don't think so.